back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing incredible, whatever you're up to. So for today's video, I kind of have something in mind. I think I'm just going to roll with it. I don't know if it maybe will end up being like a Valentine's Day glam, because I know Valentine's Day is coming up, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to jump straight into the tutorial. So if you guys want to see what I create, then keep on watching. Okay, so I am going to start off with, oh, do I want to start off with my skin? Should I start with my skin or my eyes? I'm going to start off with my eyes. Okay. Okay, so I just went in and prepped my eyelids with some Tarte Tape Shape Concealer. I went in with light sand today and then just set that down with a little bit of loose powder. Now, I'm honestly keeping this eye look so simple. Like, this is exactly what I have in mind. So I'm going with my Inglot eyeshadows, and I'm going to take this eyeshadow right here, which as you guys can see is a beautiful caramelly brown. It's in the shade 300. You guys would have seen me use this particular shade many times on my channel before. I absolutely love this eyeshadow. So I am going to be using this eyeshadow as my transition shade today. So I'm just popping it back and forth through my socket, but I just want to keep it nice and soft because I want to build up the intensity of this eyeshadow. This really saves me from going in with, like, you know, 5 different eyeshadows when I can just use one eyeshadow and build it up. So as you guys can see, it's just a nice light wash of that eyeshadow. And now I'm going back in again, and I've just picked up more product, and I'm just going to apply this a little bit heavier to the socket. So can you guys see the difference? Same eyeshadow, just different levels of intensity. Okay, so I'm happy with that for now. So now I'm going in with my very well loved Z palette, and I'm just going in with this bottom eyeshadow here. This is Mocha by Geek. Probably my all-time favorite dark brown shade. And so I just picked that up on my MAC 217 brush, and I'm actually going to lay this all over the mobile lid. Just keep pressing this product in. I'm just starting from the lash line, and I'm going to slowly work up to my socket as there's less product on my brush. So again, just keep applying this dark eyeshadow just at the base of the lash line. That's where we want the majority of the product. And then slowly working that back up into my socket to meet that transition shade. Okay, so that's kind of the basis so far. So I'm just going to keep repeating this step of just pressing down that eyeshadow until I'm happy with the coverage. So I guess I'm kind of creating a smoky eye. And always remember, guys, that smoky eyes don't always mean black. Smoky eyes is just the technique. You know, you can literally do this technique with any colors. I know I've done smoky eyes on my channel before with kind of cherry tones and dark plum tones. I'll leave those videos linked in the description box. If you guys like a little bit of color, I just kind of want to switch it up. Yeah, something also really big to remember with smoky eyes is it's absolutely going to look like a train wreck. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's going to look trash before it looks good. Like, I am still absolutely at the trash stage. Don't give up, you will get there. Just got to be patient. Okay, we are starting to get somewhere, guys. So now back in on my fluffy blending brush. I'm just going to go back in with that Inglot shade. Just reapply this through the socket, just so it's a little bit darker. And this is just going to make the darkness blend a little bit better. And you know what? You don't even have to use an eyeshadow for this. You could absolutely just use your bronzer or your contour powder. That would work absolutely fine. I just want to keep this look really, really minimal. I don't want to use 1,000 different products. I'm not even going to go super heavy. Well, I'm going to try not to go super heavy on the skin. All right. I am really happy with how that's looking. Yes! So I've just gone ahead and cleaned up underneath the eyes just with a Q-tip and some eye makeup remover, because I'm now going to go in with my, well, I say liner. I'm going to opt out for like a gel or liquid liner today. I definitely want to have some definition in my lash line. Oh my god, my nails are so chapped. I'm so sorry. I'm the worst. Anyways, as I was saying, I definitely do want to have a little bit of definition at my lash line, and I definitely want to wing it out just a tiny bit. I can't live without having a little bit of a wing. So all I'm going to do today is just using an angle brush. This one unfortunately doesn't have a name or number, but it's just by Napoleon Perdis. And I'm going to take one of my all-time favourite blacks, and that is Corrupt by Makeup Geek, which is this one here. Okay guys, so I am just really simply going to lay this into my lash line. Try not to have too much product in the brush, just to start off with. Because I always say it's a lot easier to add than it is to take away. So I am going to take this shadow right the way across my lash line. Okay, so I've kind of got what I call a flat line. Now a tip that I know I definitely like to use is once I've done my eyeshadow before I go in with any eyeliner is to clean up, because you already have an angle that you can follow. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Just kind of very lightly place that down, and then I'm just going to feather this black eyeshadow back into that brown eyeshadow. I'm going in with my MAC 217, which was the colour that we used to place down that brown eyeshadow, and I'm just going to run this right over the lash line. I haven't picked up any new product. This is just with whatever shadow is left on the brush. Just gonna run this right the way over the lash line just to soften this and smoking it out. Smoking it out, is that a word? Don't think so. Just going back and forth over that line. I mean, it's never going to be the most perfect in the world, but that's kind of as perfect as I'll get it. Okay, so now moving on to the skin, I'm actually going to take this brush right here. Now these buffing brushes are my favourite buffing brushes ever for makeup. I use them on literally all of my clients. I buy them in bulk. I actually buy them off eBay. I'll leave the link in the description down below. They are so affordable. I am obsessed. I've literally been using them for 5 years. I'm obsessed. I have so many of these, and what I did was I just literally broke the handle off. And I keep this in my personal makeup bag as a fake tan brush, but because it's synthetic, it's really great for buffing tan on. But anyways, the approach that I want to take with my skin today is I just kind of want like a nice wash of foundation. I don't want like perfect full coverage skin. Yeah, I just kind of want like a nice light wash. So yeah, that's why I like using this buffing brush, because it just kind of buffs the foundation over the skin instead of like painting it like I normally do. So anyways, in with my brush. I actually wish I had like a nice kind of glowy radiant primer, but I have none with me. So I'm just going in with my primer. Which one is this? My Loreal Infallible Mattifying Base. I live for this primer. I use it on so many of my clients. Oh my god, you guys, it's probably been about 12 months since I've used like a buffing brush on my skin. So just buffing that primer right over my skin and down my neck. Okay guys, and again with foundation, I wish I had more of like a lighter to medium coverage foundation, but I don't. I literally packed the smallest makeup bag to come home because I'm only here for a few days. So anyways, what I'm going to do today is mix my Old Faithful Nars Sheer Glow in Syracuse, mix a little bit of my MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC35. I actually reckon you can sheer out the Nars Sheer Glow, but this is probably way too dark for me, and my MAC foundation is a little bit lighter. But I am going to try something which is either going to be genius or a train wreck. I don't know how this is going to go, but this is one of my all-time favorite fake tans. This is the Le Tan Fast Tan, and it's really, really like runny and fluidy. So I'm just going to mix the tiniest little bit in. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just the tiniest little bit. God, it smells so good, you guys, that tan. It smells like chocolate and vanilla had a baby. Like, it's not chocolatey, but it's not vanilla-y. Like, it's both. Oh, yum. Anyway, so I've just mixed that on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna kind of dot it. Oh, I can't, you guys. It smells so good. I mean, obviously, you guys know, my skin's not perfect. I definitely have a few breakouts at the moment, and I've got a crap load of acne scarring. So, you know, don't get me wrong. I want my skin covered. I just don't want to look plastered, which, I mean, that's how I like to look basically every time I put my makeup on. I don't know, so you know how sometimes you just kind of want to change it up? That's what I'm feeling. And a really good tip You know, if you're like me and you just live for wearing 50 kilos of foundation on the skin, but you maybe want to take it down a notch, is just do a light sheer coat of foundation and then just go in with your concealer just where you need it. Yeah, see, that's like exactly what I wanted. And remember, even though we're using this as a buffing brush, if you want a little bit more coverage, you can just push. Because pushing the product over the skin instead of buffing it and shearing it out is going to give you more coverage. Okay, so if you guys can believe it, I'm actually not going to go in with any cream contour today. Actually, I lie. I might contour my lips a little bit. But yeah, I just want to keep it nice and fresh on the skin. So now to conceal underneath my eyes, I'm just going in with my Tarte Tape Shape. Now this is in light sand. I actually packed the wrong concealer, so this is way, way, way too light. So I've just mixed it through with a little bit of foundation. But I'm actually just going to apply this just with my fingers. Okay, so I'm literally just pushing this into the skin with my fingers. I love using my fingers to apply concealer on every single one of my clients. I always apply the concealer with a brush, but instead of using a beauty blender, I blend it out with my fingers. But I am just going to push this in with my beauty blender, just kind of around the edges where the concealer meets my foundation. And now I'm actually just taking my finger just with the leftover foundation because my concealer is way too light, and I'm just going over a couple of little blemishes that I have on my skin. Quite a few on my forehead. This pimple right here literally kept me up last night because it was giving me a headache. Have you ever had a pimple that literally gives you a headache? Oh, alright, I am living for softer skin. I can't. You know what? I'm not even going to contour my lips. Can't be bothered. Okay, and now just quickly to set underneath the eyes, I am going to go and take a little bit of loose powder. This is my Coty Air Spun. Just pushing this underneath the eyes just to set that. So I'm just kind of picking the powder up out of the lid and then pressing that into the back of my hand just to take off any excess, and then pressing that into the skin. And I'm kind of going to do the same principle to the rest of the skin. So I've picked up the loose powder, just pressing that into my hand just to take off the excess. And I'm just going to pop a little bit on my chin because I definitely get oily on the chin. Upper lip, and a little bit in the forehead. Okay guys, so that is my skin. I mean, you can definitely still see like some of my blemishes. I mean, my skin does not look perfect, but that was the look I was going for. I just wanted a nice fresh wash of foundation through my face, and I'm really happy because I think I achieved that. And this is going to sound like really silly, but it's actually hard for me to not do full coverage makeup. It's just so... Literally ever since I've been wearing makeup, I like it to cover my skin. Not because I hate myself or I hate my skin. I just love looking perfect. Like, and I literally don't think there's anything wrong with that. No matter how you like to wear your makeup, whether it's 50 kilos of foundation or like a fifth of a teaspoon of foundation that you sheer out all over your face, as long as you feel like a queen and you feel pretty in your own skin, literally all that matters. Okay, so now to kind of bronze and glow up my skin, I'm going to start off with my favorite bronzer. That's my Mecca Max bronzer. Or the Mecca Sunlit Skin Bronzer, I should say, in medium. I'm just taking this on a brush 20 by Napoleon Perdis, just kind of like a medium-sized fluffy brush. And I'm just going to hit this on the higher points of the face. And I don't want to be too harsh in my placement because we didn't fully set everywhere. I don't want to go in with my brush and kind of move what's underneath. So just kind of by softly tapping isn't really going to disrupt the foundation. So always like to dust bronzer on the tip and across my nose. Just kind of as a contour, but I think especially over the bridge of the nose, it just makes you kind of look really sun-kissed. Through the apples of my cheek, tip of my chin, a little bit through the jawbone. Okay, and now you guys know the drill by now. I'm going in with my Betty Luminizer by the Balm, just a really beautiful kind of high shimmery bronzer, just to add a little bit of extra shine to my face. This is going to make us look really nice and healthy, nice and glowy. And I just hit this kind of the same place as where I put the bronzer. It just makes the skin so healthy and glowy. So now taking a nice tapered brush, I'm just going to go in with my my Hoola by Benefit. Just going to do a really nice light contour just right through the back of the cheekbone, just to give us a little bit of definition. Absolutely not necessary, but this is just kind of like one of those steps in makeup that really makes me feel like me. Okay, so I think I will highlight the skin, but I'm going to do something a little bit different, but I'm going to come back to that at the end. For now, I'm just going to quickly hop off camera, chuck some brows on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so brows are on. I literally just wanted like no fuss brows. I went in with my favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. My brows literally normally take me like 20 minutes, and I don't even like perfect brows anyway, but it literally just took me one song, so yes. Anyways. So now going underneath the eye, I've just got my MAC 224 brush and using the same shadow that we used as our transition shade, which was number 300 by Inglot. Just gonna messily buff this underneath the eye. And I kind of like that we're recycling all the same colors, so it's kind of monochromatic and just makes it so much easier. So now taking my MAC 239 brush, just picking up a bit of Mocha just on the very tip there, and just gonna hit this nice and close to the lower lash line. Just gonna buff that in. So now for the final touch of the eye, because I just feel like something's missing, I'm gonna go in with my very well loved Amber. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just gonna highlight my inner corner. So I have that through the outer corner, and I am just gonna pop a touch through the brow bone. And now taking that same gold eyeshadow, you guessed it guys, just gonna hit that on the top of the cheekbone. So pretty. I feel like the theme of this whole video is just recycling. Pretty. Okay, so we are basically done. I'm just gonna do one more finishing touch to the eyes, which I personally just feel like will complete this look. And I'm just gonna take a really sad little brown pencil eyeliner. This is just Brown Sugar by Napoleon Perdis. Just gonna really finely run a super thin line of that just in my waterline. And I just think it makes the biggest difference. I mean, of course, we've gone for a smoky eye, so it's already sexy and sultry, but it just gives that really beautiful definition. And I actually think it makes the eyes pop. So obsessed. You know, if you're going out for dinner or something at night and you really want to vamp it up, you could of course smoke out your lower lash line with a black eyeliner, or even by doing exactly what we've just done, a nice fine line of eyeliner in the waterline, but just instead of using brown, just opt for a black. But I was just kind of feeling a brown eyeliner because we went really brown over the eyes. Just realized I forgot to pack mascara. There's always one thing. Literally, there's always one thing I forget to pack. It's not like the worst thing in the world, but might go in with some individuals. Okay, so I just ended up going in with a mixture of like short, medium, and individual lashes. Oh, I can't believe I forgot my mascara, and I feel so naked without anything underneath. But anyway, what can I do? Not gonna complain. Lips. Okay, so I'm just gonna start off with a liner. This is actually MAC Spice lip liner. One of my all-time favorite liners ever. Now, because Spice is a little bit of a red tone, it's probably not deep enough, so I'm just going in with my brow pencil so lightly. Okay, so I also forgot the liquid lipstick that I wanted to pack. So in place, I'm just going to take my Too Faced Born This Way. This is just like my personal one that I have in my makeup bag. Dot it a little bit on my lips. And then I'm just going to buff that out with Cairo by NYX. Okay, I feel like this is a joke. My lips are white. Can I rock this? Like, can I rock it being this pale? I feel like it's a solid no. Oh my god, no. I just properly looked at my reflection. No. Okay, hopefully that lip is a little bit better. I just kind of butchered it a little bit with some brow pencil. Alright, so I feel like that's probably as good as my hair's gonna get. I just washed it last night, so it smells good. It's just kind of not cooperating. But anyways, I feel like I was so excited throughout the whole tutorial, like I was so feeling myself. And now that I forgot my mascara, I'm just like feeling really sorry for myself. I just want to go and watch NCIS and like sip on my coconut water and like reflect my life choices. I am really liking this look. It's something that's definitely a little bit different for me. I'm not one for smoky eyes. I just personally don't think it suits me. You'll definitely have to know what you guys think if you think that this suits me, but it's just, yeah, definitely not something that I opt for. But I really want to try and continue to push myself out of my comfort zone. Yeah, I don't know, I'm really feeling this, you know, like a nice classic brown smoky eye paired with like softer glowy skin and a nice matte nude lip. You know what, I actually feel like this look would be so perfect for Valentine's Day. I mean, you've got a matte lip, so if you're kissing your man or your woman, is Valentine's Day kissing proof. The eyes are really nice and sexy and sultry, but you know, it's not like a black smoky eye where it's very harsh. I think brown tones are really wearable during the day and the night, and they suit any complexion, any eye color, and especially I think with a touch of the gold eyeshadow through the inner corner and the brow bone, like again just softens it, so it just makes it so wearable and so pretty. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this look and if you think I suit smoky eyes, please let me know in the comments down below. And as always guys, if you have any suggestions or anything that you'd like me to film, again, please let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys check my description box for all those links and products that I mentioned. And as always, if you haven't already done so, I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And until my next video, I'll see all of you guys soon. Take care guys, bye!